I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Hi guys. Hot. Yeah, they're going in next.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, hello. I'm the one holding the camera this time.
Yeah.
Careful.
I'm just checking the dry. Mind yourself up like
Yeah, yeah.
Trace hot. For the first time since buying the cooker to dye papers, I am actually dyeing paper, or drying papers in it.
Yeah, the dyeing comes afterwards.
No, the dyeing's already been done.
Oh. Well, it's down on that. I think I was sleeping when that happened.
No, you were just still upstairs before tea.
Yeah, sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put 2 pages there. The tray is still hot.
Take a look at that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it in the oven part, though I'm doing it in the grill because it's quicker.
Mm.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. I mean, I kind of have to since, you know, I need this room real quick for a chore, but that's alright. Take time.
I can only be as quick as the cooker.
No, it's alright.
Kind of not liking that smell of caramelised paper.
Well, it does have an authenticity to it, you know, caramel smell. That is what old musty paper smells like, right?
Yeah.
Someone in the comments fact check me for me, will ya?
Can do, I suppose. Beats standing there doing it with the heat tool anyway. Warm, so this one is
Oops, let me just...
well, this one is cooking. That one is... What on earth are you doing with my camera?
You put it on the knob. You put it upside down, so I had to turn the camera upside down.
Right, okay. Yeah, so while this one's still cooking, that one's warming up nicely. And then swap them over without burning Taylor.
No, it's okay. I'm out of reach. Although it is warm, though.
Because when they come out, they're freaking hot.
You sure you're not burning your fingers?
No.
Okay.
By the time I've done that, they've cooled down.
It is really warm in here.
Right, we'll get the cookers on. And it's 20 odd degrees outside. And for the right wave.
You don't have to say it. The less you say it, the less you need to deal with it.
Right, okay, you can stop filming now, thank you very much. I've got enough
Okay.
footage. Pressy. Okay guys, so by now you should have seen, well if you're watching this you will have seen the previous two videos, which were me dyeing, well not dyeing but spraying the papers, the kit pages with water to make the ink bleed. And then you will have seen Taylor's masterpiece video of me drying the papers in the grill. Yeah, normally I'd do it, well normally most people would do it in the oven. Excuse the noise guys, that's the kittens in the background. Yeah, normally people would do it in the oven. I would usually do it with the heat tool, but there was a lot of papers and I was getting very impatient, so we'd not long since had tea, so I thought, right, well, while the oven is still hot, take advantage of it. So yes, but the oven was taking too long, so I did it in the grill. You have to keep an eye on it though with the grill. As you will see in the video, I mean the papers were saturated. I went and did it not less than 10 minutes after finishing doing the video, so they were still saturated, and it took no time at all to get them dry in the grill on full heat. Almost burnt a couple of them, so yeah, and obviously watch your fingers because it's very very hot. Yeah, so overnight I have just had them sandwiched between two very heavy books. This is a different video. This has got paper sticking out of because I've got flowers and things drying in there. Yeah, so I sandwiched them, like I said, between two heavy books. I used cardstock top and bottom to stop it going through to the book, and the pile is awesome. It's definitely flattened. I did take a picture for yesterday's Instagram to show how chunky it was after coming out the oven. But yes, so we now have the, no, these are the ones that I did on the 100 GSM presentation paper. But yes, so it did bleed Not quite as well as it did on the normal 80 GSM paper, but it did bleed. So I was really quite happy about that. I love the backs, but you're not going to see them the way that I'm doing it. Yeah, so those two we did on camera. So I'm just going to give you a little quick flip through of how the bleeding went. So, yeah, obviously you can see more on the back. The back looks better than the front. But what I did was I layered, as you saw in the video, plain, well not plain, they were already tea-dyed papers in between, because all this that came through here, some of it's gone onto those papers so that the whole thing will be cohesive. But yeah, so I just love the backs of them, but like I said, it's a shame you're not going to see it now. Oh, that come off that bottom corner, but I'm going to keep it. Yeah, so they're not too grungy. I mean, we could always just spray a little bit of tea on them, but I wanted them to look water damaged, as though, like I said in the last video, they'd kind of just been thrown out in the trash or something and got wet. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with the way that it's gone, because you've got all the little water staining and things and what have you here on the sides, but it hasn't really altered the images, which is good. Well, it's altered them, but they haven't, you know, it hasn't gone over the top and blended them out so much that you can't see them. Okay, so like I said in the last video, the idea of this is to kind of modernly restore. I love the back of it. Yeah, sort of like modernly trying to restore these images and pages. So yeah, I just honestly, the backs are just way more cute. So good. Look at that. I mean, if that were just going in a normal journal, that would just be so awesome, left as is. So yeah, there you go. Those are the kit pages. Oops, we will pop that back in there somewhere. And as I said, I'm glad they've flattened out a bit. And then I just popped a piece of black cardstock between those and the plain papers. Now these were already slightly tea-dyed and did have some colouring on them from previous dyeing session ages ago with these, but some of the colours from the kit pages have come through and it looks awesome. This here, if you can see, has patterning on it there. That's not from the kit page, that's from the mat that I had this on to dry ages ago when I first did it. This one, I love this one. Now this one already had these little lines and stuff on it because it's previously been tea-dyed, but how in keeping is that with like the Frankenstein pages, because it almost looks like his stitches. So we will bear that in mind when we're doing the Frankenstein pages. Some of these are more heavily tea-dyed than others. Look, see what I mean about layering them on top very, very faintly. But you can see where the colour from the kit pages has like blended into that page. So you've got a silhouette there of the outline, a silhouette of the photo. Little bit there that you can just about make out, which is pretty cool. Yeah, piece missing out of that one, but that's fine. We're not after perfection. Again, this patterning on here was done ages ago when I did this, and what I did was the pans that I was actually putting these on to put in the grill are round pizza pans, and this is where this pattern came from. I put it on the pan and sprayed it with tea dye, and that's how it came out. Left it on there to dry in the sun outside, and that's how it came out, which is awesome. Again, here you can see some of the things from the kit that have come through the kit page, some of the images and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I think it should have been that way actually. But yeah, that's pretty cool, is that. I just love it. And again, on this one, you can see a little silhouette outline of Dracula, and then somewhere like the picture should have been. which again is just cool. Another one that was highly tea-dyed beforehand, and again with some of these like veiny marks on, but would be good for the Frankenstein pages. And this one here, you can see Frankenstein there. See what I mean about them coming through? You can see a face there. You can see it better if I tilt it, I think, but yeah, it's so cool the way that it bleeds through onto other papers. This is how I've done in the past, how I've done papers when I've wanted them coloured. I've tea-dyed them first and then I've done this. Printed out highly pigmented, well, not highly pigmented, but strong coloured prints onto just, I don't normally use that thick of paper. I mean, that was 100 GSM that we did for the kit pages, but normally I do it on normal printer paper and I will just spritz like mad, or I'll dunk it in the tea dye or coffee. I mean, I've done it with tea dye before, not coffee, sorry, water, and I've just put it straight on top, or I've put it down and then put one of them straight on top, and then again spritzed with tea spray. I don't use coffee, I use tea, and then layered up that way. And yeah, you get some awesome colours running through like this. Sometimes you get some images like that, sometimes you get just like this nice blend of colour. But if you're doing that, if you're going to put some blank pages into your journal and you want it to look cohesive all the way through, this is, you know, I'm not saying do it to every page, because every page would be blurry and what have you like that, but if you're going to colour any of your journal pages, then maybe just stick a piece of plain paper or tea-dyed paper underneath while it's wet. Do what you're doing to your journal page, but then let it soak through into the page underneath, and then you've got a page to put into your journal that will match your journal pages. So, as you see, some more colourings and stuff. But yeah, so by the time like we've put pockets and things on there and whatnot, you're not going to see, you're not going to tell. Or if it is quite noticeable, then just try and pair it with the actual page. This was like a, pardon me, a yellowy colour to begin with. Not much happened on the back of there. Yeah, not much happened with that one to begin with. But then we've got all this colour down here, and then this one was quite bright to begin with, as it was. A little bit here at the bottom, but that is just so cool. These pages I intend on just folding over and gluing together anyway, so it doesn't really matter what's on the back. Here we have a little piece that came off there. I've kept it, but I don't really need it. Although we'll see. Again, just some colouring. Another one of those like franking papers, which is pretty cool. As I said, that was done way back when I originally tea-dyed this. I'm not sure how I managed to get them on it, to be honest, but yeah, it probably just pooled up. Everything turns out differently when I do it, and I'll try and recreate something and it never happens. Bits of blue dots in there which were there previously. There's not really much happened with that one because these are the ones that I had top and bottom, and again with this one not really much has happened with that one, but I'm not overly fussed about those two prints. Alright, so those are the pages that will be going in between the journal pages, and they will just be folded over, so I will check to see which side I like the best. This one will be this side because it's more colourful, and they will just literally be folded in half like that, glued together, maybe sewn around, and then they will be punched and put in the journal as a blank page. Yeah, so some I may leave as pockets like I was going to do originally with the kit pages, but I'm not sure about that yet, so we shall see. But yeah, but I know I've got enough pages here to layer between the other pages and maybe just have a few plain ones at the back of the journal. So that is that, and what I want to do next, but I think I'll do that in another video, because before I do this I really want to catch up with the daily makes. We're on the 3rd today that I am filming this. Again, I can't promise it'll go up today. It should do, but I'm not promising. But yeah, like I said, what I want to do with this is I want to cut them down the middle and then kind of put them back to back like they would be in a journal, like this. Well, I'll actually probably fold them first before I... No, I need to cut them first, but then I'll back them like that, back to back them. I'm not gluing, but we'll just fold them back to back like that, and then I will come back and I will be brave, and then we will rip it up. We'll just rip it, because that's how I want it. Like I said, the idea of this is that this has been a journal, and it has been kind of... I'll just fold it anyway. I need to fold them anyway. So yeah, so it's like a journal that has been stumbled upon, and before it's got to this stage someone's found it and just thought, well, that's a load of garbage, and just gone like that. Or maybe they've turned it, you know, done that with it, and then tossed it in the trash. Then it's got wet, and we are now we have now stumbled across these pages, all torn and tattered and waterlogged and whatnot, and then we are trying to restore them as best we can. That's my plan. Okay, so as I said, I won't be doing all of it on camera, but the putting them together and tearing them kind of thing, we will. I will come back and do that on another video. But as I said, for the time being, I am going to love you and leave you guys. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to get my pages and everything together, my tag bases and everything together, and I'm going to catch up with the makes. So today's video is, to be honest, I'm not sure. I haven't checked the list. I think, let's see, so today is day 3, and if memory serves me right, but do not quote me on this, if I'm wrong I will put it here. I think today is Debbie's, so it's Debbie at Kip's Corner. Fingers crossed I got that right. If not, like I said, I will let you know here. But yeah, but go, you know the score, guys. Check the description box, click on the links to the contributors calendar page, and you know it'll take you to this page, and then you just click on those links. If you haven't watched Tracie's and Joni's video already, please go and check them out, and definitely check out, I'm positive it's Debbie's, but please check out day number 3. Okay guys, so I don't know what day I'll be back for the next one with the ripping of things, but you know, I will keep them coming as and when I can, up until my day, which is the 28th, and hopefully by then I'll have figured out what to do with my tag base. But yeah, so anyway, take care guys, stay safe, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye!
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the